All right. We are live. We are live in Casa de Canada. We are on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I can't even believe it took me so long to just realize I could put the phone up where the computer screen is. How's everybody doing? Let's wait for people to come into the house. I haven't done this before, double, so you could watch. It's backwards though. I'm looking at mirror images of myself because Facebook won't allow me to flip the mirror around. I got to get that screen thingy you put on the back. What's up? Now, I actually think it's better on YouTube. The mic is better, the quality is better, but I want to give people the option. So we can now make money both ways. What's up, Brian? What's up? Dante, Charles Thomas is in the house. Everyone's confused. Where is he? Is he on Facebook? Is he on YouTube? Canada's on both. We're monopolizing this whole pinball content space. It is a beautiful day here in Rowayton, Connecticut. So beautiful that I don't think I'm going to be doing this for an hour. Or sorry, I meant more than an hour because it's just too nice out. Join on YouTube. Join us live on YouTube. Exciting day for me today because I'm going to hang out with someone. Franchi, we're both on Facebook and on YouTube. I missed the Facebook because I could jump around and bring it anywhere. But I also just want to give people options. You know, Canada, I'm a man of many options. How's everybody doing? We got Brian. He's out there trying to get rich off pinball. You know, speaking of getting rich off pinball, speaking to my friend Neil, who does PinQuest, and, you know, just talking about the PinQuest offering, giving him some feedback about it. And in the end, you know, it's funny because I was like, Neil, like, why, like, why is anybody trying to make money in pinball? It's like really hard to do. It is really, really hard to do. You either got to be a distributor or you have to make product. And this is product. This is product. How's everybody doing? Is everybody liking the new Naps Arcade? I signed up. I got to sign up for the subscription service. I was talking about it. It's so different looking. I got to get used to it. You know, there's something about there was like a comfort with the old blog, and I just got to get used to the new Naps Arcade. Has anyone signed up and been in the forum yet? I'm curious what it's like. There's going to be a marketplace, a forum. You know what I would do? I would just make a better pin side. I mean, that's the goal. That is the goal. Pin side's very addictive. I mean, Robin did a good job making a very, very addictive site that makes people want to keep going back. You know what he did well is he gamified being a jerk. I mean that. Like, he made being a jerk fun. So, like, and I just want to get as many thumbs up or thumbs down as I can. And for some reason, these grown men are like, they feel validated that they got a thumbs up. Oh, yeah, I said something that 8 other alcoholics agreed with. Welcome to Pinside. The smartest people never go on Pinside. And I would say 90% of pinball buyers and owners are not on Pinside. They're not. They are not on Pinside. They don't care. When you go to a pinball show, it's always fun. I'm just going to move this here. This way, like, I'm staring, you know, I think it'll work well. I'm not just on YouTube right now. Tell me, does it look like I'm looking at the screen? Because I literally have my phone in front of my screen. 24 people over here, 12 people over here. It's Saturday. Where's the audience? Has Canada lost it? Can you guys give money? Is it working? Can someone try the monetization? Anyway, we're going to talk all about what's going on in pinball. If you're a member of the Canada Club, this week, I will tell you what I think the new Steve Ritchie or the next Jersey Jack game is going to be. I've got a feeling on something. It's like, look, I haven't seen it. And I always say this, unless I've seen it with my own eyes. Let me look upon you, Canada, with my own eyes. Unless I've seen it with my own eyes, I don't know. They have like 5 titles somewhere in the mix. So Jersey Jack is going to make, Steve Ritchie's next. Mark Seiden, I don't think is on a game. I think he's helping out. How much are Kong LEs going for now? 9. Kong LE, what's up, Andrew? Wayne, thank you for the stars. Can someone test to see if the monetization is working on YouTube and send me $50? Like, I'm joking, but I'm not. We're gonna make some money here. We're gonna give big shout outs to the leaderboard as we go. So right now we got Wayne with 50 stars, which is nothing. Wayne, come on. We need 5,000 stars. I think Kong LE is gonna be easily a $9,000 game by the end of the year. And anyone who bought an LE. Now, I heard something else. I'll just talk about it here. I heard a rumor. And, rumors like these, I don't really feel it like it's my position to, again, just what I'm about to say. Please, please, please take it with a grain of salt. The thing I'm about to say is that I'm hearing a rumor, and this is so rumor, that Keith Elwin's contract with Stern might be coming up, and he might be looking to go elsewhere. I don't like rumors like that because, it's like I think he's going to stay at Stern. But if he were to go somewhere, it would be there. Jersey Jack Pinball. Imagine a Keith Elwin. Let's just imagine for a minute, right? We can imagine. He switches teams, right? Imagine, is the chat working, guys? Is this working in YouTube? Is it working? Because no one's chatting. Imagine Keith Elwin making a Jersey Jack game. Now, I think that would be the greatest thing ever, because the Jersey Jack platform is the nicest. Someone just said it would crush Stern. I know that they tried to get Keith Elwin when they got Steve Ritchie. They actually wanted Keith first. He declined. I think Keith Elwin has had a very successful career at Stern. I think there's pros and cons. Let's talk about the pros and cons, ladies and gentlemen, of Keith Elwin moving to Jersey Jack. Pro, he can make games with bigger bombs, with more of a beautiful platform. He'd have more to work with. Pro, I think he would, I'm trying to think of I think he'd make more money. I think he's handsomely paid at Stern, though. I don't think Keith Elwin is sort of, short end of the stick when it comes to salary. I think he's handsomely paid. Now, Todd said something interesting. JJP should pay Keith $1 million per year. I think he's worth that. I do. I think it's criminal. I don't think distributors should make more money than Keith Elwin. Now, I'm not saying distributors are making $1 million a year, but probably some are making half that at least. And I think the best pinball designer in possibly history should make $1 million a year, considering what these games can move volume-wise. The thing is this. I think the smart play, he's not making $1 million a year. I think what's interesting is if you look at Harry Potter, and I think about this, Harry Potter would sell, good or bad, thousands of units. And I mean this, good or bad. Now, I think Eric made a great shooting game. Great shooting game. Is it as good as King Kong to shoot? No. Let's just be honest here for a minute. Eric Minier is not as good as Keith Elwin. I don't think anybody would argue that. I don't think Eric would say he's as good as Keith Elwin. He's not. It's just not there yet. I would say that the best two designers going right now in pinball are Keith Elwin and Steve Ritchie. And I don't think people would say Eric is even third Maybe. I don't know. Let me think about this for a minute. Who's the third best designer in all of pinball right now? Because you might make an argument that like Evil Dead, maybe Bug and Luke, are they up there now? Like Luke, is it Bug? Is it I don't is it John Borg now? Is it Brian Eddy? I don't know. D&D wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like wow. Eddie's much more fan layout. Who do you guys think is the third best designer in pinball right now? I'm reading both threads. I know Evil Dead is now selling for 15,000. That's amazing. John Ehrlich. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're backwards on Facebook because they don't let you flip it around anymore. Yeah. Well, how did I forget about this guy? Of course. Of course. I actually think he might be the best designer in pinball. Oh my God. Can we just say Sad Boy just gave $100. I think this is the most Sad Boy I've ever got in a single donation ever on a live broadcast. $100. And I want to read what he said. Predator is DOA. Cuphead nowhere to be found. Venom LEs for 8,500. Potter AI disaster. Kong is whatever. Jaws 50th is dope. And I lost $1,300 at the casino the other night. Better than buying a Wick hourglass topper. Go get some sushi with this cash, brother. Thank you so much, Sad Boy. Sad Boy, what's your name? Because it sounds like a nickname. Love you. And you get like, see, this is why Canada has Wayne, you gave me 50 stars, Wayne. You gave me like 50 cents. I love it. Come on, keep it coming. You take over the show when you donate the dough. Oh, that's going to be my new phrase. You take over the show when you donate the dough. All the other content creators out there be like, damn, he's doing it still. Canada lost. The Twippy was second place this year. Even though he got 100 more first place votes, he lost. The weighted Gen Z woke scoring system got him. Yeah, Predator is DOA. Okay, Jack Danger is the name I forgot. Jack Danger, I'm going to go back on what I said. I think Jack Danger is the best designer in pinball right now. I do. And I will fight you if you disagree. I think Jack Danger is above Keith Elwin. I said it. Wayne, 200 stars. Thank you. I think it goes Jack Danger, Keith Elwin, Steve Ritchie. That's it. Melbourne Pinball Expo. What's up, guys? They gave my seat to Eric Minier. No, they didn't. Guys, they invited me to Pinball Expo. I wasn't sure I could go. Eric is going. It's an expensive flight. We were going to do a Canada fundraiser to raise a ticket to get me to Australia. We could still do it. But as I said, Canada flies business class. When it's over, I'm going to Austin, Texas. Tomorrow. If anyone's in Austin tomorrow and wants to hang out with Canada, maybe we can make it happen. I'm going for a work meeting on Monday, rehearsal tomorrow. And, they put Canada in coach. It's our company policy. Coach, domestic, business class, international. They didn't get the memo. Canada don't fly coach. So, yeah, they booked the ticket. I went in this morning, Delta, got my Sky Miles, baby. Upgrade, first class. Now look, it's not great first class when you're going, but it's 4 hours. And I want to be comfortable. Let me show you what I got ready to go. I'm so excited. I got my Switch 2. And I got It's going to load. This thing is $450, people, by the way. When you think about the fact that like a Stern Topper's $2,000, like get out of Dodge. It's loading. It's loading. Wait for it. I got it all set up to go. All set up to go. Oh, normal mode. Okay. I haven't played it yet. But I got Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm so excited to play Donkey Kong Bonanza. I don't even want to watch the intro yet. But when you think about, Frank, I can't believe you just gave me $1. I can't believe you are going to come in at the bottom end, but you give the dough, you take over the show. Frank Mack, ladies and gentlemen, my good friend, Frank D'Angelo, one of my best buddies, local. Frank, we hang out all the time. Jack Danger, Keith Elwin, Steve Ritchie. And then I would put Bug up there next. Just keep giving $1. Brad, thank you. Look, everybody, keep the stars coming on Facebook. I got 65 people on YouTube, 30 people on Facebook. Does this work for you guys, by the way? Does this, like, doing it on both YouTube and Facebook? Are you guys feeling the vibes? Is it okay? Is Canada making it easy for everybody to witness the gun show? I can't do the guns on Facebook as much, but the screen's wider on YouTube. So, yeah. Retro Ralph won't talk to me anymore. Don hasn't accepted any of my apologies. John Ehrlich and I are still buddies. We want to, look, serious note, really, really sad. Rob Anthony passing away this week. Terrible moment for the pinball community. Our thoughts and prayers are definitely with Rob's family, his friends, a lot of which are my close friends in this hobby. Joe Abadi, Bill Brandis, these guys were really close with Rob. So I know they're taking it really hard, and it sucks. Like it's, I'm assuming he was young too. Like it's a short, it's life is short is what I wanted to say. So be kind until it's time not to be kind to Pinball Brothers Predator. Let's talk about what's going on in pinball, people. Should we get into it? All right. Let's start with Harry Potter. What's up, Hector in Miami? Hector, I got to warn you, brother. Our boy here, Sad Bow, just donated $100. Now, Hector's been a big donator of Canada's Pinball Podcast. I love the name Patreon because these are my patrons. I feel like some Renaissance artist in the pinball space. Let's talk about Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter is a game that is really making people happy. And you can nitpick certain things. You know how I feel about the Jersey Jack coding approach. I'm going to have some intimate conversations with some of the leadership at Jersey Jack in the next few days and weeks, and just giving them some feedback. But there's no denying the fact that Harry Potter is taken off, has been well received, and people are just really enjoying it. And, you have to reach a point in pinball where that's what it's all about, right? I mean, that's what it's all about. I don't think it's a game for everybody. I think there's things I would have done differently. I don't think it's loaded. Pitbull, thank you for the $2, brother. I appreciate it. You're now beating Frank Mack by $1. I think that, and for those of you on Facebook, you send the dough, you take over the show. Okay, so I think it's really well received. I think the wait to get one is going to be what makes people, and the one thing, and this is like, I hope this doesn't become an issue. I think they're getting ahead of it because I saw on some of the new shipments, this wasn't there from the get-go. The playfields were chipping by the mode scoop below the upper right flipper. Little chip, hairline chips, right on the where the scoop entrance is. Now they have a Cliffy there. Why they didn't have that ready to go on day one, it confuses me, but they're already fixing it at the factory. It's why you don't want one of the first ones. You know, if you got one of the first ones, you got the AI artwork, and you have to now add a Cliffy, which is never fun. It's always a pain in the ass. So I think Harry Potter is going to be a very successful pin for Jersey Jack. I also think it's going to lose a lot of value because they're going to make so many of them. Not yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, not quite yet. But I 100%, we're going to see Harry Potter CEs sell for around $10,000 within a year. It's just the way it's going to go. The thing that could alter that is I don't think people are going to be selling this game that much. Wayne, thank you for the 1,000 stars, brother. Really do appreciate it. We got Wayne with 1,000. We got Sad Boy here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Wayne's a great guy. Wayne's over there in Australia. Wayne has given me some really great inside, I won't say scoops, but like when Damian Harden was doing his shenanigans, Wayne was one of the only dudes like me that was calling him out on his BS. And everybody was saying Wayne's being vindictive and so is Canada. No, we were just trying to help y'all, and we would have saved y'all money. Instead, some of you lost $15,000 ordering a Centaur edition, whatever that stupid edition was with the bike helmet. I just don't know if people are going to sell Harry Potter a lot. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel like a game that is going to come and go in people's collections. I think that's the thing about it. So it might not go all the way down, but it's going to go down. It's going to go down. I actually think the Wizard edition is the nicest edition. I think it's the nicest edition. I think the topper on the CE is garbage. And Dana, what's up, buddy? Dana, we're on Facebook and we're on YouTube, so you can join. Gang, thumbs up if you want me to do it like this every week, the double platform. It's really easy for me to do. I don't think anyone misses out, and I think it gives people 2 opportunities. It's also nice because Facebook will show this video to like 4,000 people. Then Retro Ralph and Don will watch it later today and still not talk to me. But that's the good thing about Facebook, you know? Is everybody someone asked, like, why is Ralph not talking to me? I don't really know. I don't know. Kale and I are trying to figure it out. But we have a fun chat going between Jamie, Kale, myself, and Ralph. And then Ralph removed himself from the chat. So I don't know. Feelings hurt somewhere. Feelings hurt. Don't turn into a Gen Z person, Ralph. Come on. You're supposed to be retro Ralph, right? Like, we're children of the 80s and the 90s. We're supposed to be able to take it and dish it. Ah, man. Okay. So here's the thing. The next game from Steve Ritchie, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a hint. It's not Matrix, it's not Top Gun, it's not Sonic the Hedgehog, it's not Super Mario Brothers. It's not a movie from the 80s or the 90s. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm worried about it. If what I think it might be, it is, I'm worried about it. I think, that's all I'm going to say. I'll say this. I think your Harry Potter won't lose any value because of what's coming out after it. Orbiter Albert doesn't like. Dana, thank you for the 1,000 stars, buddy. This is great. You guys are the best. You know, I wake up some days in better mood than others, but I love waking up every Saturday knowing I get to hang out with Franchi and Charles Thomas and Robert and Brian Cosner. Wayne, Anthony Gray, Dana, Pete Rosen, Hector. You guys are all over the freaking world. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Rowayden, Connecticut. I'm looking out the window. My beautiful wife is gardening right now. She looks really hot, by the way, when Brenda gardens. I got to say, it's a good view from up here. I'm just saying, I love my hot wife. And the 2 kids are with her, and family of 4. My parents are still around. I've got awesome pinball friends. I've got awesome people at work I love. I've got some really fun projects I'm working on. I feel blessed. I also wish I bought more than just a few Bitcoins like 2 years ago when my financial advisor told me to put more into it. But I did buy some, and I'm very happy about that. I know everyone doesn't want to think about that, right? Like 5 years ago, if we didn't buy $10,000 pinball machines and we just bought Bitcoin when it was like 17,000 a coin, think about it. Don't think about it. Please don't think about it. You'll like literally be like, I can't believe I actually paid $20,000 for a James Bond 60th when Bitcoin was $30,000. Yeah, but it's not an investment, Canada. Yeah, it kind of is. When it's as much money as other things you should be investing in, it kind of is. And then you lost $12,000. Isn't it crazy? You lost $12,000 on your James Bond, and you would have made $100,000 on your Bitcoin. But it's not an investment, Canada. These cheap plastic toppers. I mean, seriously, you can walk into a Best Buy and get a Switch 2. Hours of fun. This is a quarter the price of a Stern topper. What happened to pinball? Women are really expensive. I've got all Brenda's rings here. I'm like, literally, Brenda's jewelry is right next to me. I'm not going to show you, but I'm counting. Yeah. She's got this, she, I don't normally buy Tiffany because it's like, overpriced. You're paying for the box, but like they have beautiful jewelry. Like, let's be honest. I got her a couple bracelets, and then they were like moderately priced. Sad boy again, man. I love that sad boy with the $20. I love this dude, by the way. Like you're at my speed, man. You're at the casino. I've lost thousands at the casino. I've lost thousands sports betting some weekends. Few whiskeys in me, bro. We're on the night train, baby. That's the one thing about Harry Potter. You can never be on the night train. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't like have a few whiskeys and then let's go play Potter. Like, let's be honest, people. You have a few whiskeys in you and it's Saturday night. You're like, God, like, let's go. Like, welcome to the jungle, baby. Like, this machine still rocks out. Like, you're not going to be like, let's go to Hogwarts, bro. We wasted. Not happening. Anyway, he said, shout out for Ralph for being a Johnny come lately who drinks haterade. Damn. I love the donation of the money for us to troll Ralph a little bit. And watch, it's the thing about Ralph. I really like retro Ralph, and he knows that. But he can't joke around about it. Like, it's just weird to me. It's so weird to me. Like, we're all grown men with disposable income. Like, just if you've reached that point in your life, and a blowhard pinball content creator who doesn't even play pinball, who's got the most successful pinball podcast in history, who is insecure, vain, narcissistic, and sociopathic, if that guy with a bad haircut makes you want to like get you upset, it's on you. It's on you, Ralph. It's so obvious, my angle, which is just to entertain, bro. And like most of you guys never turn on your machines. You walk by. Yeah, do I really want to play Turtles ever again? No, you're good for the rest of your life with Turtles. We know it. Oh, man, guys, like Ralph has not had a gender transition. The world's funny now. Like I think about how just sensitive men have become. And like it impacts all of us now, but like men are the new women. Like literally the last like 10 years. Well, new like young men now, like, are there any? Like, is anyone left? Like, are any dudes left out there? You know, it's funny because I work in an industry where, like, legit, one of the briefs I have, I'm not going to name the client, Dana, thank you, is to help bros get back to hanging out with their bros. Whatever's happening on Facebook, I'm loving it. Get bros to go back to hanging out with their bros. And I'm like, and you got to remember, like, I walk into what's usually like mostly a room filled with women, and I'm like, uh, y'all created this problem. Like, what do you mean, Chris? I'm like, well, it's usually the wives and the girlfriends that are like the reason why guys can't get together like they used to. Like, what are you talking about? It's like right there. Now the thing is you gotta marry a cool woman. And I married a cool woman. I mean, she's off the boat Irish. There's something about the off the boat Irish woman. They're like salt of the earth. Like they're not pansies. Like they're not weak. They don't put up with men, but they treat their man right. That's the key. Anyway. All right, let's get back to pinball. So we went to Potter, Jersey Jackson. Thank you for every time Wayne gives me $1,000, I have these funny glasses on. This is really awesome. We've now got some great. Let's get a goal. Let's set a goal here. I can do super chat goals. All right. You know, I can set a goal of like $100, and then I'll tell you what I think Steve Ritchie's next game is. Like it's I don't want to do it like that. Because I want my podcasters to hear it first. Yeah. I always say I don't want to hold my content hostage for additional amount. I will never, I don't have tiers. Like I don't do that game of like for this tier. Like you ever notice like pinball content creator tiers, how bad they are? Like, you know what I'm saying? There's like the first tier, which is like all anybody wants, which is usually like, and that's why like for Canada, like my tiers, I don't promise you anything more. Like I love that I have people that give 10, 15 a month, 30 a month, some 50, some 100. I love those people, right? It's just they're donating because of the means they have and how much they enjoy the content. But I always love it when people try to create like arbitrary value. Like, oh yeah, for 10 a month, like you're going to get like first look at my video. Like for 30 a month, like I'm going to let you see my show notes. For 50 a month, like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm going to tell you what I'm having for dinner every Wednesday. For 100 a month, I'll give you this polo shirt. I don't think anyone ever got a polo shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I just find it funny. It just, you know, I'll put you in the credits. Like, it's just stop. Like, let's just call it what it is. It's crappy pinball content. All of it. All of it is crap. All of what we have created is crap. And like when you know you're just putting crap out into the world, just make it good crap, funny crap, because it's crap, right? Like legit. Like 50 years from now, they're gonna be like, man, like remember like head-to-head pinball pod? No, nobody. Even 5 years from now, Canada, like. I guess the thing for me is I'm on episode 1115, right? Like Retro Ralph is on like 37. He's telling me he's gonna remove me from the chat. He's bailing out on episode like no, like Ralph 1115 podcasts about pinball, brother. You're in it. You can't escape Canada. It's not gonna happen, bro. And they never seem like they're having nearly as much fun. And they're literally like, they'll do like these round tables, you know, like Jamie, Kale, and Ralph. Like let's actually seriously, like talk about this hobby. Like this is a thing. Like Like people are spending $45,000 on 3 pinball machines, and yet the average median income in the world is $7,000. There's people dying all over the world, but that wizard mode isn't in yet. Like I really think it's how can we live in a world in which an incomplete pinball machine is sent out and that could send kids to college. But like let's discuss this though. Let's put on a serious face and put on the headset and unsubscribe from Canada's Pinball Podcast. Everybody, let's talk about Stern. Okay. So next, by the way, I'm having a good time. I hope you're having a good time. I really do. I hope you're entertained because this is what it's all about. Okay. So Stern's next. King Kong is, I feel bad for Kong. I do. I feel bad for Kong. The masturbating gorilla arms are falling off. The shots are great. The upper shots like that wire form by the airplane, the loop around, the shots in Kong are phenomenal. But then you got stupid stuff being said, like Neil McRae's, like the gong shot is the greatest shot in pinball. No, it's not, Neil. These guys can put like ears and this is great. I love this. No, the Kong gong shot is not one. It's every time you hit the gong in King Kong, your game is losing $15. That's what that shot is. I just feel bad for Kong because like recycling the art across all 3 models and it's just like no assets, no Empire State Building. It's just going to come and go. It's the modern day Avengers. I don't think there's any better way to describe this game. Avengers is amazing. I think Avengers shoots amazing. I think Avengers has amazing toys. And yet you don't really want it. Like nobody really talks about it. So this is the next Avengers. All right. What do we got here? Oh, sad boo. Okay. Hold on here. Shout out to all the man, I'm not going to say that word in the world who need to find their look, Albert, I don't disagree with sad boy here. Is it sad boy? BOI? I think men have been emasculated. We have. And when you try to bro out, like it's like the dudes now that are like, chill, bro, chill. Like it's like, come on, man. He's not wrong. He's not wrong, Albert. And here's the thing: women, for the most part, want manly men back in the world. Like they just do. Okay, so after Kong, we're talking Star Wars. Star Wars. Is Kong better than Iron Maiden? In my opinion, it is. And I'll tell you why. I can't stand Iron Maiden music. I literally never understood why that band was even remotely popular. I would rather own a King Kong than an Iron Maiden. Now, and yeah, so that's my answer. Can 2 things be true, Chris? Eric, thank you for the $2. I am a manly man who isn't going to make fun of other men just because they are not as freaking manly as me. Yes, those 2 things can be true. I think the moment you call yourself a manly man, you're instantly not a manly man. I always say this at work. When you self-describe with adjectives, it usually means you're not that. Okay, so in my field of work, it's like whenever we say, like, here's a fun idea, I'm like, well, by saying that, it's now not fun. Or here's an awesome idea. No, don't say it. Like one of my best piece of advices ever comes from my really good friend, Joe Brown. Joe Brown is a great journalist. He used to be editor-in-chief at Wired Magazine, right? He now has a great website. It's called 15C. I believe it is it's about it's an environmental website helping people, keep the temperature down so we don't flood our coastlines. Anyway, he told me once when I was really young in my career, And I didn't really know him as well as I do now. But he's like, I had a press release, and it was like, oh, imagine if it was like Stern Pinball releases groundbreaking new game like King Kong. And he'd be like, don't tell me it's groundbreaking. I'll tell you it's groundbreaking, right? Don't describe with adjectives what your thing is. Let people say it. All right, what do we got here? Honestly, pinball manufacturers need to fix the dirty problem they have with free play barcades. What's the problem with free play arcades? I think it's a problem that we can't have both without debate. It should be totally okay to bro out and be super masculine, just like it should be. Yes, I agree, Josh. I'm not going to go down this road of thought. I've just, no, we're going to talk We're here to talk pinball. Okay. So here's the thing. No, first of all, like nobody in pinball is like a real like bro. Like pinball nerds got their asses kicked, in high school. Like, let's be honest. Like we weren't the cool kids, like, oh yeah, man. Like, yeah, man. Like I'm dating the high school cheerleader and I'm a pinball wizard. Said nobody ever. The pinball guys were the lose. Like come on, let's be honest, people. In the 90s, the dudes that were cool, man, Street Fighter, Tron, Daytona USA, Mortal Kombat, the dudes hanging around the pinball machines, like, let's be honest, like, some of those dudes look like Chris Hansen was about to come out and be like, excuse me, sir, can you have a seat over here? Like seriously, like, let's be honest. It's different now. Because I think most of us were not really into pinball in the 90s. When we were kids of the arcade, pinball was like what you jumped on as you waited for the other stuff to open up. Like nobody went there and was like, I'm going to see how far I can get in Addams Family today. Nobody. You just wanted to see the hand come out and grab the ball. You pay $15 to play pinball, and when you get over to the machines, they're all sitting there with a 4-play game started and a ball sitting in the shooter lane. All right. What's this? Hold on a second. Oh, my power's dying. All right, hold on. Okay. All right. We're good. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Oh, where did we go? I can't see anybody. Hold on. There we go. We're back. All right. Oh my God. What is happening? Okay. Okay. Hold the start button, reset the game. I don't know. Do people really have problems at free play arcades? I've never heard people really complain that much about it. Our GNR is 3K. Yeah. Canada, only you and I will know whom paid for my Canada club. All right. Albert, someone gave you money to sign you back up. I love it. You can give the gift of Canada. It's like the gift of gab that I have. All right. So shall we talk about Star Wars? Do we think we're going to see it early September? That's what I think. I think it's going to be episode 3, 4, 5, and 6, New Hope, Empire, and Return of the Jedi. Dude, that's amazing, Albert. I hope it was Don. Does Ralph have memberships? I think Stern's in trouble. I really do. I think the reason why I think Stern's in a little bit of trouble, not a lot of trouble, but just a little bit of trouble. I just think Stern, like, they just seem like, it seems like they're like stuck in their own process. And let me expand upon what I mean by that. I just think like this whole thing of like, it's like they've built this entire company around a process and around a formula. And they forgot the formula that made them successful. And that's the weird part about it is like, you know what I'm saying is like the formula that worked was games were more affordable, games had better themes, and LEs had 500 units. So the formula that made Stern really successful, 500 LEs of really great themes where there was more variety in every sense of the word. And an LE was 7,500, a premium was 6,800, and a pro is $5,000. I get that prices had to increase, but not where they are now. So they built this big factory based on that formula for the most part. And they witnessed a COVID frenzy, a feeding frenzy around their product. And so they scaled up to a size now where they need to try to like be successful now with a new version of that formula, which I think is dangerous. Jack Danger, welcome to the party, brother. You missed it out, Jack. I was just listing the 3 best designers in all of pinball. Initially, I forgot about you and I said Elwin, Richie, and then maybe Bug. And I was like, I'm forgetting somebody. And then I was like, Danger. And I have you at the top of my list of best pinball designers. And I think it goes Danger, Elwin, Richie. And I love you, brother. And I know you work at Stern. So tell this to the new CMO. They've got this formula of like 3 cornerstones a year, plus anniversary editions, plus remastered games, 1,000 of every LE, ridiculous price on the LEs, the ridiculous price on the toppers. And it's like, it just doesn't work. We're tired. It only works if it's like, take my money now dream theme, which they're usually not. And then every game's starting to look the same. They're like, they can't get Spike 3 out because they need the price increase. And they don't want to because they know if they know, like, can you imagine if Kong LE was 13.5? It's tough. Todd Tucky's in the house. TNT, baby. TNT. We go back, Todd. We go back. Like peanut butter and jelly, like Stern and 6,500 LEs. Remember when they were 6,500 people? Remember when Tron LE was like 5,800? And it had more in it than most of these modern games. Remember that? Remember when there weren't like newbies that bought like literally only newbie idiots bought Venom LE for 13,000. Like seriously, like if you bought a Venom LE for 13,000, you just like you have a big bullseye dummy on my head. Yeah, I love Avengers layout. All right, gang, what do we want to talk about? How long? What time is it? All right, we got like another. I'm gonna do like another 20 minutes. This has been a fun show, by the way. Thank you for all the support, by the way. Thank you for the stars on Facebook. We've got 5,000 stars here. We've got like 100 and about $50 on YouTube. I think we can. This is good. This is good. Sad Boy is now my new #1 patron. And, when you send the dough, you own the show. Oh, I'm going back into the city tonight, meeting with someone special that you'll hear about. I don't know. I think we're all feeling a little bit good. And here's what I mean by that. I think most people right now are just kind of like content with the games they have. Yeah, I was talking to Neil at PinQuest, and I always love asking people. I'm like, dude, how many? Let's ask you guys right now. I'm so curious. I've got 90 people on YouTube. I've got 30 people on Facebook. This is one of the largest collective audiences I've ever had. I would just like each and every one of you to do me a favor because I really am curious. In the chat and the comment section, type how many pinball machines you currently own. I just would love to read out the numbers. And I think because I want to pivot from what we get back. All right, 6, 5, 18, 1, 4, 5, 3, 96, 13, 2, 5, 5, 3, 6 to 7, 15, 7 over here, 48, 5, 3, 15, 105. Wayne has 1,200 because he's a distributor. 7 by PJ. Thomas has 10. Jason has 105. Jason, damn. Thomas 2, Jeff 2, Lou 37, Chad 34, 5, 0, 1 digital, 2 Jeff, 2 Brian, 34 Orion, 6 Adam, 8 Anthony. All right. 6, 8, 0. 23, 25. Nice. All right. These are a good amount. Dana said 4. What I'm seeing here is like kind of what I expected. Most people have, 4 to 5. Most people have like between 2 and 6 is really common. Then you get the guys 10 to 20, right? Some dudes have like a lot more. So few people said 0. And so few people said 1, which is what I have right now. And Greg Colton, what's up? Greg, you have like what, like 20 pins? But my point is this. If you have one pinball machine in your house, you have enough pinball in your house. It is, I 100% believe that. You get to, unlike most homes in the world, Greg has 21. Most people in the world have 0, like most. Like 99.9999% of homes have 0. When you have 1, you can always scratch the itch and go play pinball in your house. And that's an amazing thing. And I think most people right now, and you saw that most people had more than 1. Most people are good. And let me ask you guys that have 5 to 25 machines. I bet those 5 to 25 machines are all amazing machines. I bet most of those 5 to 25 are in the Pinside top 50 games of all time. Right? So you've got this like collection of like really good games. And I bet for all of you that have more than 5 games, you most likely have games that complement each other, right? Like you might have some long ball time games, or you might have like a Lord of the Rings next to a Rick and Morty. Great 2 titles. If you only had 2 titles and you had a Rick and Morty next to a Lord of the Rings, now, obviously, I think Rick and Morty kind of shoots like crap. I would say to me, like a 1-2, a Lord of the Rings next to an Elton John, a speed game, and a more of a trap and go long ball time game. I mean, you really can't have more fun in pinball than an Elton John next to a Lord of the Rings. You know what I'm saying? Like you would actually have the best of both worlds. Lord of the Rings, long ball times, lots of fun toys, stop and go, got all the assets you want. Such a amazing, theme integrated pin. Elton John, music, speed, energy, excitement, combos, Awesome game. Awesome game. Modern cabinet, modern light show. If you have those two games, you know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't like, oh man, like I really wish I had like 27 others. So that's the thing. That's the thing. John, and not everybody. John Gallo said like F the pin side. Yeah, look, the pin side top 100 is it's a dumpster fire of fanboy fanning, And they're just that's all it is. But I think most people are getting to a point now where the enthusiasm to run after new box is just completely gone. Like I don't think I've seen new box energy so low as it is right now. I mean that. Like it's just like there's no urgency to get Harry Potter right now. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a great game, but like, why would you get one right now? They're gonna make them forever. Nobody's buying Predator new in box. Nobody cares about King Kong new in box. Jaws 50th, like, yeah, like cool. They're gonna make a ton of them. Distros are, why buy it at full price? You're gonna be able to get it. It's not like it's like a wow game. It's like, I don't know. It's just like new in box, like seeing all these new in box games like lose so much value makes new in box like silly. And name me another hobby and like that turned into this, because it used to be like when you bought a new in box game, it was more like buying a Rolex. Like it didn't lose so much value. Now we're using the argument. Oh, it's like driving a car off the lot. Yeah, it didn't used to be like that. What made pinball so successful and what made this hobby so exciting at every launch was it wasn't like buying a depreciating car. It was like buying a Rolex that more people wanted than they made. You know what I'm saying? Now it's the opposite. Now it is that depreciating car where there's way more supply than there is demand. And good luck trying to, get close to what you paid for it back. That's a big difference. And that's going to hurt Stern more than anybody. Well, here's what's going to happen with Evil Dead. I wouldn't pay over for Evil Dead, even though people are, because once Beetlejuice is announced, Evil Deads will drop. Not significantly, but they'll drop. They'll just be available. They'll be available. Stearns looks so dated and cheap. It's a problem. I don't disagree with that. It's a problem. Like, here's the thing about Stern that annoys me. You have this beautiful Batman SLE foil cabinet decal you can make. We don't now get that on a $13,000 LE. It's not nearly as nice. Even the stuff they put on the LEs, it's not as nice as that Batman SLE one. Notice flipping out, selling lots of almost new games. Of course. Because like the stupid map pricing, it's like Zach has to do that. He's got to find the loophole in the map pricing BS. Nobody bought the Funhouse remake. Nobody. The more you have sitting in line, the more money you are losing. If you buy used, you can still get great. The thing about Pinball's Gang too is like, come on, like these games are a pinball machine is enclosed in a protective big box. You know what I'm saying? These games don't have wear and tear the way cars do. Even Rolexes scratch up much worse. You buy a pinball machine with like 200 plays, it looks brand new when it arrives. This Guns N' Roses is 3 times cooler than any Stern machine. I'm just saying it's like this thing is, look at this thing. I love this thing. I mean, I have a love-hate with it, but I love it more than I hate it. It's just cool. It's just a cool machine. My cousin just bought Funhouse LE from Zach, saved thousands because I preach Canada's mottos. Thank you, John. When I listened to your podcast, I thought you were in Canada. Kaneda. Akira. I'm not selling Guns N' Roses. I'm not. I'm going to move the Neo Geos from the garage upstairs. And then I'm going to put a pinball machine in the garage. Frank's going to help me with that. Everybody, look. We're going to end the show a little early today because it's beautiful out. I thought this was a really good show. Did you guys have fun today, by the way? Is there anything you want? Let's do this. Let's do 10 more minutes. I haven't touched on all the companies. Whatever you want to talk about, let's talk about it over the next 10 minutes. Whoever donates the dough controls the show. And we'll talk about your topic even more. Sad boy, what do you want to talk about? It could be anything. You can talk about global politics if you want for $100. I'll take Canada global political opinions for $100, Alex. No, it'd be funny. Like a homebrew pinball machine based on my podcast would be amazing. When are we getting Gilmore Girls? All right. Anyone have anything they want to talk about? Do you ever notice when people don't want to talk about politics, it's always a Democrat that says that? Do you ever notice that? It's always a liberal that doesn't want to talk about politics. It's so funny to me. Like, what happened to the Liberal Party? Y'all are supposed to be the party of open-mindedness and conversation. And whenever someone doesn't want to talk about politics, it's always a Democrat. Because conservatives would love to tell you why you're wrong. It's funny. It's all funny. It's also like the good guys, like Greg. Greg leans left. He's a great guy. We get in conversations all the time. Colbert pinball. Killian, what's wrong? Brenda, it's not like I'm doing a show up here or anything. Do you hear him? Killian, come up here. Come on, join Daddy. Let's busk for some dollars. Come up here, buddy. Let's busk for some dollars. Hold on, I want to. Come on, little man. Get on Daddy's lap. Come here. Where are you? He's going to come around the corner right here. Watch it. There he is. Come here. This way. Because you can't pull the cable. Okay. All right. Let's get. All right. Here we go. Okay. This is going to be the best part of the show. Okay. Don't touch the mic because the wire will. All right, Killian. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. Okay. Is that okay? All right. Now, how much would you pay for a Jersey Jack Collector's Edition pinball machine? $5? Okay. How much would you pay for the top or the thing that goes on top of the machine? How much money would you pay? $5 too? Okay. What theme would you want in a pinball machine? Lion King or Paw Patrol?
Lion King.
Okay. What do you like pinball? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, good. Do you think these gentlemen should donate $100 each to Canada's Pinball Podcast?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Go have lunch, buddy. Okay, good. Get out of here now. Get it. See? Kids are smart. He'd pay $5 for a $15,000 pinball machine, and you should donate $100. Lion King would kill. Ken, you want to wave goodbye? All right, now hold on to the railing. Don't fall. He gets it. How cute are my kids? Damn. I mean, they have no idea. Canada, Brenda, Jeans, beautiful. Like the doors that will open for him just because. All right, sad boy back. Why is he sad again? Oh man, this guy's amazing. Sad boy, are you like in a casino just pounding drinks watching? I love this. Shout out to my boy Canada, who will reign supreme in the pinball podcast world forever. Wormhole who, Hardy who, Electric Bad who, Ralph who, nah dog. My boy Chris is that one. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I mean, I do enjoy all those other shows. He is getting big. Everybody, look, have a great Saturday. It's a beautiful day here. I hope it's a beautiful day there. It's always fun. just entertaining you guys every Saturday morning. I don't know what the deal with Ralph is. I don't. He doesn't communicate. He just removed himself from the chat. Kale and I, by the way, Kale at Electric Bat is the coolest mofo in the pinball content space. You have to he is. Like, he literally, like, the moment Kale and I start talking, we both are just laughing our asses off because he gets it. He's like, dude, I don't know. He's like, I don't know what's wrong with Ralph. I'm trying, man. He's like, Kinnaid, I'm trying, Chris. But he like takes it seriously. Like, it's just, come on. Kale is the man. Like literally. Like, Kale and I are like Macho Man and Hogan and NWA. We're like, boo! Like, come on! Like, it's time. You know, I'm doing this thing with Bruce Buffer right now. One of my clients says, "It's time." I've been screaming it. I don't know. No, but Albert, like, Ralph's not acting cool. It's not acting cool, man. Like, be cool. Don't be uncool. Be cool, man. Be cool, Ralph. Don't be uncool. Nobody knows. I didn't know. It's what I did. I don't know. I think he might be upset that I talked about how he got paid in a machine. Look at wait, no. Brenda. Frank just gave $200. This is the most ever. Frank D'Angelo with the two for the kids. For the kids. Yes. You know what I'm going to do, Frank? Frank, I'm going to buy them $200 in XRP today. That's what I'm going to do with that $200, right? Like, it's going to go into a crypto purchase for Killian and Cassian and Ethereum. And we're going to laugh one day. We're going to laugh one day about how much that 200 is worth. And then we're going to be like, hey, guys, how much is a Harry Potter CE worth? It's like, Ralph's will be like, man, Ralph will be taking $6,500 on the table for his Potter CE in 5 years. And I'm going to be like, yo, remember that $200 XRP? It's now worth $15K. Oh my God. Dude, I love it. I love people getting rich on crypto. I love it. I mean, I love it because I love, like, all the people that waited on the sidelines are now just like kicking themselves. And I made some good money too. Like, I love it. It's just funny. It's funny. Oh my God. It's because it's funny how much people have lost in pinball machines that they could have put in better things. Because is it really that much fun to buy a John Wick LE? Was it that much fun to buy a James Bond 60th? How much fun did you have with Venom LE? Is anyone having more fun on Potter CE than Potter Arcade Edition? It's $5,000 cheaper. It's the same exact game. $5,000 less. Like, imagine going into a restaurant. Sir, you could have our filet mignon for $100. Or you could have it for $50. It's just on a paper plate. Same piece of meat, same deliciousness. That's all it is. That's all the CE is. It's the filet on a fine piece of china. But is it worth it? Your stomach won't know the difference, and nor will your brain. Your brain. It's funny. I think some of the reason people don't like me is besides my incredibly obnoxious voice and haircut and insecurities and how I dress wealthier than I am and how I only have a 3-bedroom house and, drive an American muscle car that is overcompensating for my lack of endowment. I think the reason they hate me is they can't be honest like me. And that is what burns it's what burns the most painful. He can say anything he wants, and he just did. Oh, shoot. I have to say I like this game because I'm friends with those people. That sucks. Because guess what? I say whatever I want about these companies, and I'm still friends with them. Because they respect it, because they know that game sucks too. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're like, man, this game sucks. They're like, yup, we know it. We effing made it. Everybody, have a great Saturday. Frank, thank you for the freaking crazy amount. You guys are the best. You really are the best. And thank you everybody on Facebook. Did this work out well? Thumbs up, guys. Did you guys enjoy both the YouTube and the Facebook Live? So for you guys on YouTube, you didn't even notice any difference. For you guys on Facebook, I gave you, a platform as well. Because I want to, make sure everyone can tune into the show. I think this will help. One thing I could ask of each and every one of you, if you're not a member of Canada's Pinball Podcast, please sign up. It's a really good show. It's 3 days a week. It's a lot of fun. A lot's about to happen. Truthfully, didn't you do that for X-Men though? Not battling. Do what for X-Men? I don't even know what he's. Okay. No one loves an ass kisser. Nobody. All right, everybody. Be good. Right? Because now's the funny part. Everyone's like, Ralph, man, Canada you got to go. Now he's going to have to listen to my show because this is what it's like funny. It's funny. You should just text me like, bro, we're cool. Like, that's it. Let's just crack some beers open with Kale and have a good day. Guys, have the best effing day ever. And we're going to be back. I'm traveling to Austin, so I'm not bringing my gear. So I will be in Austin and flying back. I get back midnight Monday. So new show, look for it Tuesday morning. Okay. So don't cancel your subscription. Tuesday morning, new show. Thank you for the stars, Wayne. Always appreciate it. Let's get out of Dodge. And see, I just ended the Facebook. I have better coloring on Facebook because of the camera. It's a better camera. This is a little bit more washed out. Everybody be good. We're out of here.